Hello, and welcome to Uncle Monster Presents Ethan's Right-Wing Chuds, Grifters, and Freaks. We're your hosts. My name is Chris Anderson, but if you host a podcast with me, you can call me Shibble.
And I'm Ethan Soreski. And when I was 3, I stole gum from the grocery store, and my mom made me give it back and tell them I stole it, and boy, did I cry.
Understandable.
Yeah.
So you selected a video for us to watch. Do you want to set it up?
Well, yes, like all weeks here on Ethan's Right-Wing Chuds, Grifters, and Freaks, we are examining a right-wing chud, grifter, or freak, or maybe all three. This one, I haven't even watched. I watched like 20 seconds, and I was like, this is gonna work. This is great. This is former Dr. Jordan Peterson,
Dr. Emeritus.
Dr. Emeritus, and his daughter, and they're explaining a new venture, which I'm very excited about, and so are they.
All right, let's check it out.
Let's discuss what we're doing with Peterson Academy.
We thought, what if we could make getting a degree 95% less expensive?
Okay.
Did you hear what she said? Let's talk about Peterson Academy.
Not Peterson University. Which one is it?
Well, no, I'm guessing because there's no way it's accredited. I'm guessing it's Peterson Academy is the correct name for it.
Well, and they're saying they're going to make it 95% less expensive. I wonder where they're going to find those savings, do you think? I wonder where they're going to find that extra money in the budget.
Not in the education. I
can only imagine the quality.
Because that's a pretty funny target. It's like, we're going to undercut you by 95% and offer a better quality experience along the way. Why wouldn't it be good to provide everybody, at least in principle?
Can you rewind that? Did he say it's funny? Like he was musing to himself. He was like, 95% cheaper. That's hilarious. Like, it was weird.
I'm sorry. I got distracted by these lecturers. I don't know who any of these fucking people are. Look at this guy.
He's a teacher. What are you talking? That is Max Lugavere, noted teacher.
Look at his face.
You know who he looks like a little bit? Sean Bean, but stupid and young.
He doesn't instill me with confidence that I'm going to be enlightened by his lecture.
That's not a kid, you're sure?
No, they're not going to highlight students we have students like Max Lugavere.
Maybe he's a great student. Who knows?
Access to the best lecturers. And, you might think,
oh, Jordan Peterson's going to be one of them.
Oh, well.
I wonder how they got him.
Well, Trump didn't even appear at his school. Remember, he made them take a picture with a cutout of him at Trump University. They got to do that.
Oh, we're back to Warren Farrell. That is a great shirt, Warren. I don't like the cut, but boy, is that a fantastic textile.
In principle, with access to the best lecturers. And, you might think, why should you be generally educated? Because otherwise you're going to be a useless, resentful, bitter, pointless, counterproductive lump.
I mean, obviously you're setting me up for a slam dunk pot in the kettle black situation there, Jordan. Come on.
It seems a little religious, doesn't it? Like if you don't do this, like kind of like you'll go to hell and be an unproductive lump. It seems very threatening.
It does seem like he is blackmailing me.
Do you feel extorted?
I don't feel comfortable.
And that's not a good strategy. So that's why you think. You think so that your stupid thoughts can die.
That is why I think.
Wait, what is that?
He's hit the nail. I mean, that's why I used to tweet.
To get the stupid thoughts out of your head? That's not what you think.
I think so that my stupid thoughts can die.
If you were my second grade teacher and I raised my hand and I was like, Mr. Shibble, why do people think? What would you say?
So that their stupid thoughts can die.
This is a great school.
Instead of you.
Instead of me. It's better that my thoughts die than I do.
So he threatened our lives now. Now it's not just we'll be unproductive lumps, we'll be dead unproductive lumps if we don't attend the academy.
Well, let's listen to his full sentence here. We are cutting him off mid-sentence. Let's make sure we got the fair idea.
Hey, listen to what I have to say, guys.
He's speaking in such a stilted fashion, it's hard to know when to jump in.
It's my style.
But also, how could I not jump in after he says, "You think so that your stupid thoughts can die"? What kind of statement is that? Even if it was only half the statement.
It's what smart people talk about.
So that's why you think. You think so that your stupid thoughts can die instead of you. If you get to the upper echelons of any hierarchy, you'll start encountering...
Why are they cutting around him like that? Do you see how there's all these jump cuts?
Yeah, explain that to me, because I'm not understanding the style. It doesn't seem like the style of an Academy launch.
I mean, obviously, I don't watch a lot of YouTubes about launching of new academies by amazing thinkers, but the way that they keep on cutting is indicating to me that they are cutting around something to try and make him sound less rambly. There are fewer flubs. They are cutting around some uhs and ums. As someone that routinely edits a podcast for two people with mouths full of marbles, I think that this is a sign that he's not as eloquent as they are trying to make him appear.
And he doesn't even appear eloquent, so it's amazing.
To the upper echelons of any hierarchy, you'll start encountering people who know a lot about almost everything. And so if you're stupid and you don't know anything about anything, they're just going to look at you and listen to you for like 2 seconds and think, well, I don't know where this clunk came from, but you know, he's not come along for the ride. You need to be enculturated.
You know what?
You can play.
You need to go to Jordan Peterson's online university so you can be exposed to a lot of different types of ideas. Like the things that Jordan Peterson thinks are true.
Yeah. Like how the vaccine doesn't work.
Yeah, and how a diet of only red meat will not give you scurvy.
How do you need to clean your room? I mean, that's not bad advice. Give him a point there.
No, it's true. That's how he gets you. That's how
he must
they
have
get
the cleanest room.
I hope so.
Oh, every day I clean it.
With sophisticated people, and you could play a sophisticated and productive game. But
why were his eyes closed?
Can I just tell you first?
He's in a fugue state.
He's projecting. He's saying that when you quote unquote are around really, cultured and bright, knowledgeable people, you don't fit in because you're stupid and you don't want them to know you're stupid. Like, what is this tale he's telling? Like, that has nothing to do with me.
Yeah, no, he's like, this is a problem we all face, right?
Yeah.
We all find ourselves in the upper echelons of society and find ourselves thinking that everyone can tell we're a fake and a phony.
Seems like a him fucking problem.
Need to be enculturated so that you can play with sophisticated people and you could play a sophisticated and productive.
Because then otherwise they won't want to play with you.
Does he mean interact productively by play with?
Yeah, I think he views life as a game with winners and losers. It's sort of all fitting to that worldview.
Well, that's the winner's suit jacket.
That it's all a game. Then you have to play on the highest level.
Yeah, no, pick yourself up by your bootstraps and play on the highest level.
John Galt.
Game, but also so that you've informed yourself with the greatest ideas of history so that whatever problem you're tackling, you're going to have tools to tackle it with. Once we get it well developed, you'll be able to take.
Interesting that he didn't include his answer from that Piers Morgan interview in there of great thinkers. Nietzsche. Swapped out Nietzsche for Jung.
I don't think those people would want to be associated with this universe or academy. I mean, like, they shouldn't give him permission to show Sigmund Freud in connection with Peterson Academy.
Well, they should have listed him as one of the guest lecturers.
Take all these courses, and then you won't be a complete embarrassment to yourself.
Take this so you're not a complete embarrassment to yourself is a great slogan for your discount university.
Usually universities go with a more standard fare of, if you come to this university, you will improve yourself. He's saying if you don't come to this university, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, you don't want to fucking embarrass yourself in front of all the successful people you're going to meet in your wonderful life.
They might not believe that you're really a psychiatrist. I mean, whatever you are.
When you're in the upper echelons, they're going to know whether or not you went to Peterson Academy, and they will be judging you accordingly.
Who's that guy over there with all that panache? I don't know, but he went to Peterson Academy.
God damn it.
Not surprised.
You can always see a Peterson man.
I didn't enjoy my university experience, the professor was
Get out of town.
I bet you didn't. There's Jordan Peterson's daughter, everyone.
my university experience. The professor wasn't interesting. I was like, I'm pretty sure what they just said wasn't true.
Okay, so you were bored and not intellectually curious.
Or she didn't understand a lecture. Understood.
Yeah.
I got a psychology professor tell me rats weren't social creatures because they lived in cages. Literally, that happened. So what? I'm not traveling 40 minutes to go to this class. And
You know that's not what he said.
No, I feel like this is very much bad faith, anecdotal, blah, blah, blah.
But what a weird anecdote. One time my professor said that rats weren't social animals, which is not true, but say he said it. Would you be like, I have to cleanse myself with this entire institution?
Yeah, I'd be like, this is how I know this college is a joke.
It's woke and a joke.
I think it's cruel that people are told they have to go to university. They have to spend $100,000 to $200,000 to get a degree so they can get a job. Otherwise,
okay, once again, taking a very valid complaint and then responding to it with the most absurd. I don't know.
College is expensive, so try this discount piece of shit one that's not accredited. Thank you.
Yeah, how about we just sell you a series of lectures by thought leaders?
Like Greg Lugavere.
The world doesn't need people with architecture degrees. It needs you listening to these idiots.
dollars to get a degree so they can get a job. Otherwise, they're screwed. It's just a scam, but it bothers me that people are being scammed to learn to not believe in themselves, assume that they can't fix their problem.
I mean, that is what you get your degree in college. And I got my bachelor's in not believing in myself.
That's what is that what you majored in, or
yeah, with a minor that I can't fix my problems.
God, this university or academy is perfect for you. And please look at what she's saying. People assume they can't fix their problems and then hate their country, basically. So now there's another angle here. You know, now you hate your country because you went to a liberal college. Is that not what we're going here?
And I can't help but notice they're just cutting to footage of is this a younger Jordan Peterson just yelling at a random crowd of people?
I thought it was just Gavin Newsom.
No, that has to be a younger JP, doesn't it?
He's wearing a normal suit. I don't.
Well, that's because he hadn't come into his style yet.
That could just be a university president.
So you think they're just cutting to a random university president?
Well, they cut to Carl Jung. I mean,
but look at his face. Look at that swept back salt and pepper.
Maybe.
Scam to learn to not believe in themselves, assume that they can't fix their problems, and then hate their country. Basically, it would be funny if we could blow apart the university system a little bit because it's broken.
It would be funny.
Yeah, it'd be hilarious.
Yeah, it would be really funny if Peterson University completely destroyed the university system as we know it.
It's so disruptive.
Yeah, no one had ever thought of selling shitty lectures to idiots before.
Andrew Tate's going to sue them for infringement.
The university system a little bit because it's broken because of what it did to you.
What it did to Jordan under fire for gender pronoun debate.
Oh, that was awful. Yeah, I forgot to mention this guy is a huge transphobe.
This guy sucks shit.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, like you guys know that, right? Like this guy is a complete cocksucker.
I hate that I'm looking at this.
He misgendered Elliot Page and is a real piece of shit about it and started talking about the doctor is a butcher and, I want attention and my room is clean kind of stuff.
Yeah, just human trash.
Like you were alienated out of your job, basically.
You'll be damned.
I was alienated out of my job.
Does that mean fired?
Either that or they're implying that, like, everyone there thought I was so weird that I had to quit.
Does he mean he was just socially ostracized and left? I think that might be what it is.
You had no friends, and so you quit your job?
Yeah, they alienated you, Dad. They alienated you. I hate her.
Like you were alienated out of your job, basically.
You'll be damn fortunate if we can provide you with a list of people who've graduated. And if you had any sense, you'll employ them preferentially because we did the rigorous screening work.
We'll be damn lucky. He's angry. He's such an angry guy.
And So they're doing rigorous screening work. Not just anybody can get into Peterson Academy. You have to be one of the intellectual elite.
Oh my God, are you serious? Oh, you thought this was just like anyone could go? No, you have to pay the fee for the lecture. I mean, it's not just anyone.
Yeah, you first of all have to make at least $500.
Yeah, per year. That's the cutoff point for this academy.
Had any sense, you'll employ them preferentially because we did the rigorous screening work. And I know how to do the rigorous screening work because I studied that for like 25 years. A degree from
his major was in rigorous screening work.
I studied that for like 25 years.
How do you study rigorous screening work? Like, what experience? I don't understand. Like,
was he on an admissions board? Is that what he's saying?
No.
Was he one of those guys that goes around and like interviews potential students?
I think he just judges everyone who walks by him and screens them. And he's like, I don't like that they don't clean their room. Look at her pants. I think he just judges everyone and he thinks that's screening.
He's so defensive in this announcement of his academy.
Hey, you better employ these people preferentially.
The screening work because I studied that for like 25 years. A degree from our university will signify high-level conscientiousness and general cognitive ability, and those are very valuable for any employer with a clue.
I think, first of all, this is not a very credible claim to me. Second of all, I think any employer with a clue is not looking for higher level consciousness because 90% of jobs are just easy. They just need a person just to be doing them.
But you're going to get an elite job if you go to Jordan Peterson Academy, though. That you're not factoring that in.
No, even elite jobs, like anybody with the basic training could do them. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, it's kind of a weird promise. Could you imagine someone reading on your resume that you went to Jordan Peterson Academy?
I gotta say that would be a big red flag for me.
Wait, let me you be the employer and ask me where I went to school, and I want to know what you actually would be thinking. Like, get into character.
Okay. Well, Mr. Soretsky, thanks for taking the time to come down here today.
Yeah, thank you.
I noticed I wasn't familiar. I saw I couldn't read what you'd written in your educational background. Where did you go to college?
Yeah, I put that in a much smaller font. I apologize. I wouldn't call it a college. I went to Jordan Peterson Academy.
Jordan Peterson Academy.
Jordan Peterson Academy, yes. If you're not familiar, it taught me a high-level conscientiousness.
Well, I mean, it certainly signifies that. Your degree certainly signifies high-level conscientiousness. But I thank you for coming down. I forgot that we're closing our doors.
I'm really sorry to hear that. I really could have helped you out with my conscientiousness.
Thank you for replying to that in such a conscientious manner. And if you see me somewhere out in public, that might actually be my twin brother, and that's why he doesn't know you.
Okay, well, it was nice to meet you, boss.
It was not. You never met me. Goodbye.
Conscientiousness and general cognitive ability, and those are very valuable for any employer with a clue. So I think we can just skip the accreditation process and go right to the employers.
We'll just skip the old accreditation process. It's not that we couldn't get it; it's that we wanted to pass the savings on to you.
And his daughter is so into it. Yeah.
We're coming up with this idea on the fly. This is extemporaneous.
Wait, I don't get his excuse for why they're not accredited. I don't.
Because you don't need it. He's all the accreditation you need. All the accreditation board is going to tell you whether or not the university is woke. Jordan Peterson will tell you whether or not it's good.
Yeah. So it centers around kind of the idea that Jordan Peterson is the brightest guy in the world.
Yeah, he is your gold standard for intellectual rigor.
And high-level conscientiousness.
Yes, that is valuable for any employer with a clue.
With a clue.
for any employer with a clue. So I think we can.
So if they don't hire you, you didn't want to work there anyway, because those people didn't even have a fucking clue.
Yeah, they were assholes. Anyone who wouldn't hire they don't deserve you.
Yeah, they were like, we'd much rather have you come from someplace woke. Thank you.
I mean, just think of how many lectures you've listened to. I mean, you deserve that job. If they're not going to give it to you, you don't want it.
No.
Just skip the accreditation process and go right to the
Yeah.
employers.
We are planning a soft launch in November, and we might be able to change the education system.
You might.
How not excited is she at the prospect of changing the entire education? And we might change the education system.
You might.
We might cure cancer.
And you might.
We won't.
You might.
Yes, Dad.
That's funny. It's weird.
That's funny.
That's funny.
It's weird. It's weird when you think about it.
Everything she's described has either been weird or funny. She's like, you know how other colleges charge 95% more? That's funny. Weird.
It's funny. It's weird.
It's weird. It's funny.
It's funny.
I cleaned my room, Dad.
The education system. That's funny. It's weird.
Up yours, woke moralists.
Yeah.
We'll see who cancels who.
Exactly.
That sort of funny.
That kind of
Classic.
Yeah,
the joke.
That old trope. Moralist.
When I said that, I was joking. Sure.
That's funny. I see because you're not smiling or laughing.
Oh, he's smiling and laughing. You can
No, she goes, that's funny.
Yeah.
weird.
Up yours, woke moralists.
Yeah.
We'll see who cancels who.
Exactly.
That sort of funny.
That kind of funny.
Oh yeah, that kind of funny.
Cinematic.
Yeah, go to that website.
Oh, it's already launched.
That explains why our educational system has already changed so much.
Yeah, it's funny and weird.
It is. We'll see who cancels who.
Woke moralists.
Well, thank you for sharing that right-wing chud, grifter, or freak.
Now, do you suppose he's a chud, a grifter, or a freak, or what mix?
I would have called him a freak, but now that he is actively trying to get money from other people and hand waving away the fact that it is not accredited, because I never wanted it to be accredited.
Who
That was
wants
my
that?
choice.
Harvard's not accredited.
It is. I'm gonna have to go with grifter. I think this is grift. This is a classic grift.
I think he's a Greek. I think he's a grifting freak. So I don't know if he's as much a chud, but I think he's a grifter and a freak. Those are the two I'd apply to him.
All right. Well, there you have it, listeners. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to check out our podcast, Uncle Monster's Spooky Time Fright Hour, available on this channel or on your preferred podcast platform. And don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. All that stuff is very much appreciated. And anything else?
Tune in next time to Ethan's right wing chuds, grifters, and freaks. Thanks for coming.